All right, we are sitting here with Paul Allender, guitarist for Cradle of Filth. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
So you guys are got the new Creatures from the Black Abyss tour going on right now, and you got some other bands on the tour. Who else is on the tour with you?
We have a band called Daniel Lino. They're two guys from, I think they're two guys from him. You know, this stuff's actually pretty cool, to be honest. Which I don't know how they've got a Brit singing for them as well, so I don't know how that happened. But you know, they're good. They're different to what I was expecting them to be. We have Turisas as well. We've played those a few times. You know, there's actual. I just class them as drinking music.
Yeah, I was just talking to her, but it was kind of like a pirate type of.
No,
you know what I mean?
Proper drinking music. Which
yeah.
is good. You know, and Nakmistium, which listening to actually or hearing the name, you expect it to be a completely different style of music, but they're more like a rock and roll type band with like pretty like extreme type vocals. You know, they're really good. You know, I've quite actually got into them on this tour so far. Yeah, they're excellent. You know, it's a good package. Yeah,
I like the first bands. They're pretty cool. It's got an interesting sound.
Yeah.
Kind of like a lot of Kansas with the, you know, kind of some old Kansas with those violins and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
pretty
really
cool.
Good. Yeah, it's really
pretty
good
neat.
stuff.
Interesting.
I mean, we played with them a few times in Europe and stuff. Yeah.
So the first night in Houston, how'd that go? For this
cold.
Oh, it's cold down there.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Super Bowl's down there.
It was freezing, absolute freezing. You know, but no, it was good. You know.
You guys football fans at all?
No. Well, Dave's huge on it.
Oh, is he?
Everybody knows Dave's huge on it.
Who's he going for?
I have no idea. I think he's a Redskins freak, but I don't know. It's all like men running around slapping each other on the arses.
Hey, we were just saying that. We were just saying how gay is that when they chest bump and shit,
yeah,
you know?
And the coaches are grabbing their asses.
It's like, you know what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's some funny shit. We were just talking about that. So you guys have teamed up with fearnet.com, and there's some kind of a sweepstakes going on. Is that still going on, or?
As in like sweepstakes, as in winning my guitar and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, winning that new signature guitar, the PRS model.
Yeah, that's still going on. I don't know when it finishes, to be honest, but yeah, I spoke to PRS and I put one of my guitars up for grabs.
Nice.
One of my SCs, which is good. Yeah, that's still going on. Yeah, Fearnet sponsored the tour, so and we're doing like video blogs for that, for their website and stuff as well. So
nice. That's pretty cool. Getting that out there best as you can. So you got some. Do you have any other new guitar lines that you've been working on, or any other instruments? For that matter?
No, we've got. They've asked me to design inlays for the body next, instead of just on the neck. So it comes onto the body as well. I've come up with a few ideas, but I don't really like them. So I'll eventually, once I come up with something which is really good, then I'll put it forward. You know, but no, I mean, PRS, they just re-released the purple and black one again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because originally it came out with the flat body, and then last year they released the emerald green and the blood red one, but with like roundwood body, and then they cancelled the purple one. But this time round, they've just re-released the purple one again, but with a rounded body, chrome hardware, EMGs and stuff. I love it. I love them to bits. You know, I practice on them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I've got them as spares as well. If anything goes horribly wrong on stage, I just take like a SC. It's good.
Well, that's good. So no more endorsements. You guys still rocking with your same endorsements and whatnot?
Yeah. Well, I'm with Blackstar now and amps.
Oh, okay.
You know, heads and cabs was really good. You know.
Is that from Europe, or where are those from?
England.
England?
Yeah.
You like those sounds of those?
Yeah, they're really good actually. I'm after a 606 head at the moment. I've heard rumours that the new 606 head is going to define the whole metal scene in general in the future. So I'm gagging to get my hands on one of those and see what they're like.
Well, that's good. So for more of the details about that sweepstakes, if in fact it's still going on, you can go to your guys' website, I'm sure.
Yeah, also I think it's on fearnet.com, but you can also like go. I think there's a link on our website as well on the main news section. You can click on it, you know, and on my Facebook as well. I'll just like put a few links up there and stuff. Also on the Cradle of Filth like Facebook as well. It's up there as well. So it's pretty much easy to get hold of. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like you just go on there, and I think you just enter your name. Originally, I mean, I originally did do a video question about like I gave questions, but they didn't use that, so it's like obviously my face was too ugly.
I have a lot of that problem too. They tend to cut me out a lot on that kind of stuff. So you got the 9th studio album,
Yeah.
Darkly, Darkly, Venus Versa. Is that how you say that?
Yep.
I'm going to say it wrong. But, so, for those who haven't heard it, what can they expect?
Good old hard-hitting, dirty Cradle of Filth, basically. You know, it's a little bit more symphonic than last. You know, it's definitely faster. You know, it's not quite as complicated as the last one, but the atmosphere and the feeling's all there, in the right places. You know, it was written on an atmospheric front. You know, because like I'm a huge believer in, like, especially on guitar riffs, that you don't need to make anything stupidly complicated. It's not a sport, it's about music, you know, and you can have one note in it just in the right place with the right surroundings, and it far outweighs the most blistering solo or as many notes as you can squeeze in a bar, you know. So it's all about feeling, like, and playing from the heart for me, and pretty much that's what this album's about.
Nice. A lot of bands these days are trying to go a lot of different directions, and it just...
Oh, well, there's like this. I speak to so many kids about like guitar questions and stuff, and everybody just seems to be absolutely besotted with, like, you have to use theory for this, and you have to do this, and it has to be blisteringly fast. Unfortunately now, you know, guitar playing now, it's been turned into a bloody sport. You know, it's not about the music anymore. It's just like how many notes I can squeeze in this bar, and oh my god, you must be really cool. Oh my god, you're crap. You can't play this many notes in this bar and stuff. Give it a rest, really. You know, people seem to have forgot it's physically about the music, and it doesn't matter how many notes you play or how many chords you play, as long as it sounds right in the right place and it's got the feeling that you want to generate, it's right.
And then a lot of the bands are doing a lot of overproducing.
Yeah, totally.
And you get to the show and it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't understand that their CDs or albums are beefed up so much.
Yeah, totally. I mean, when we write, it's just we write purposely for playing it live. You know, everything you hear on the album we'll play live. You know,
want to make sure that it sounds like that,
exactly.
You know,
because every time you do come and see us live, at least it sounds like the album. You know, and that's how it's meant to be. Not like having to put loads of guitar tracks on backing tracks and all that crap just to make it sound. Yeah, it's not right.
You know, overlay 15 guitar tracks.
Exactly.
Over.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. I'll just class that as cheating.
yeah, basically. And then, so they got the most recent video, Lilith Immaculate. Is that off the new?
Yep.
Is that the
Yep.
your single? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, it was shot actually in an asylum, in a chapel of an asylum. You know, and with like the record company says, you know, do you want to like do it yourselves? We said, well, fuck yeah. You know, so we pretty much like done it ourselves. Like Dan actually got involved in some of the script writing. You know, pretty much looked over it. I mean, the producer like sent us loads of scripts and he was looking over it and stuff, and we all sort of like had a hand in. And yeah, it's there's plenty of blood, there's plenty of like lesbians, there's plenty of everything in there.
Well, it sounds good.
Yeah, because there's no censorship, you know, because like TV nowadays doesn't really exist for music videos like what we do, you know.
Right.
And we're tired of doing like watered down shit.
Right.
You know,
I'm sure
so we've gone completely back to like full control and like everything. You know, so because there's no censorship and it's not going to be on TV, so now we've done like Live for Mac, which is, I don't know how long, it's what, 6 minutes or whatever it is, you know, and we've gone all out with the blood and, like I said, the sex and everything, you know, because it's only just going to end up on YouTube, so.
And MTV's not going to, you know, they want you to chop it up so
exactly.
bad, you know.
It's like we're doing like, for like any TV stuff, you know, playing wise or video wise or whatever, it has to be no longer than 4 minutes. And for us to have a song which is no longer than 4 minutes is impossible. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I remember when we done A Ghost in the Fog, it's like we had to fade it out and cut out a whole chorus because it wouldn't fit, which is like, goes against the grain really.
Right. Chops it up so much, it's like not the same song
exactly,
anymore.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
You know, so you're done driving, you're done riding, I hear. So you've gotten rid of your bike and moved on down to Beverly Hills, or where have you gone to?
No, I'm in Minneapolis for the meantime. You know, there's a studio down there. They sponsored me for my visa. You know, Winterland Studios. They're just outside Minneapolis. It's good, you know. Yeah, it's so when I'm not doing anything, band-wise, I go down there and jump in the studio, basically.
Nice.
Good. You know, but yeah, bike-wise, you know, I miss my bike.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
You know, it's just like I was showing like one of the crew yesterday. He said, "Oh, I heard you ride," and blah blah blah. I said, "Yeah." And so I showed him. I was like, no way. He says, that's one sweet ride.
And that's the one you sold?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's well. You're probably going to get another one when you.
Oh, we'll get another one. I'm after a. What I want to do now, because I used to have an FZ1000 Yamaha. That's when I turned into a Street Fighter. And my next goal for like when I was like get back from tour and stuff, I'm after a GSX-1000 Suzuki. Gonna completely strip it all down, completely naked.
Customize it.
Customize it, turn it into like one fucking seriously mean Street Fighter.
Crotch rocket, they call them, right?
Oh yeah, big naked straight bars, big fat back wheel.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. So what else you got going on when you're not playing in Cradle of Filth? I know it's pretty filled up, but
yeah. Well, Cradle's like basically the build and everything, end all of everything I do, you know. But it's no, I do. I've got like a lot of artwork coming out as well. Like my prints have been sold again.
Oh, really?
You know, I've started bringing that up onto par. You know, I've got a new website coming out. There's all sorts of stuff going on artwork-wise. I've been approached by like various, like quite a lot of different people for different like adventures and stuff to do with my art. So it's like pretty exciting. Interesting. Yeah, it's really good. I would say, but I just don't want to tempt fate.
Where can we see some of your artwork if there's any available online?
Yeah, well, my new website will be up and running in a couple of weeks, but it's just like paulallender.co.uk. You know, also I've got like a vomitorium site up on Facebook as well. That's also, you can connect it through my Facebook and stuff. So it's, yeah, so it's all good.
What's your artwork consist of?
It's basically photo manipulation, you know, but on the sick side.
Okay.
You know, I take photographs of like models, you know, different textures, body parts and stuff like this, and just basically start working on something. I don't know what it's going to be like until when I finished it. You know, I have no idea. I'll just make it up as I go along, and it usually ends up with like people with their throats slit and eyes coming out and stuff like that. But it's done in a. It's. I've been told it's gross, but I can't see that personally. You know? But it's more on a line of when I've finished it, it's like really high quality. You know, and when I have them printed, I usually print them at A3. I sell them at A3 size, you know, and I usually get them light jet printed. You know, and the colour depth is just absolutely phenomenal. Because I think like light jet printings is like 5,000 DPI. You know, so yeah, the colour depth in the photo, it just looks like photographs. They're absolutely unreal, unbelievable.
Yeah, that's how I did. I got some nice pics of you guys last time. I don't know if you remember, I brought those autographs in.
Okay, yeah.
And that's 9,600 DPI.
Yeah.
So I mean, that really makes a difference in photos.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So after the tour and stuff, I know you guys are busy, but what's coming in 2012 for Cradle of Filth?
New album, basically. You know, so pretty much this year we're like touring right to the end of the year. We've got we've got gigs all over the place. We've got. Like I said, we've got Judas Priest coming up, the summer festivals.
Nice.
Festival tour coming up with them. We're playing Russia. We've got 3 or 4 shows in Russia, 1 in Ukraine. We're meant to be shooting a DVD in Russia as well, which will be good. You know, live DVD. We've got possibly like India's actually come on board now, so heading off down there to play down there. We've never done that before.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's just like a few like dates, sort of only like the last couple of days has just popped up. So we'll find out if that's actually going to happen or not. Crikey, we've got loads of stuff on, you know. A lot of summer festivals, like I said, summer festivals and stuff. DVD, possibly the orchestral albums coming out as well. You know, but yeah, then it all sort of finishes around end of August, September, October time. And then basically I head back home. So I'll take a couple of days off and then start writing the new album.
Back home to Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be your new home now?
Yeah, for the next couple of years, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I've got the studio there, so.
Was it hard to move out of where you're from?
No, not at all.
No?
No, I prefer the States. I really do. You know, it's so much more laid back, it's amazing.
With the exception of, like, crowds and festivals, I think Europe is really... I mean, you guys have seen some of the biggest shows ever, and you come to the States, and it's kind of a condensed, like... You know, little clubs and whatnot.
I like that though.
You like that more?
Yeah,
more of an intimate venue?
Yeah, it's more intimate, you know. I mean, it's like when we'd done, just before Christmas we played South America. And that was really cool because we had like, I don't know, what was it, sort of 1,500, like 2,000 kids there, you know, in like each gig. And there was like, it was great though because we had like all the guitar riffs, like every single guitar riff, like you know, the whole venue just singing along with guitar riffs.
Wow.
You know, same as Mexico as well. You know, it's just like, wow, that's amazing. You know, it's just like really sends like shivers up your spine.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, so it's, you know, but I mean, you get it here sometimes. But I think the only reason why it happens more down in Mexico and like South America, because not many bands go there.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I might be wrong, I don't know, but for what I gather, not many bands go there, and you know, and because of that, they're not really spoilt for music. Whereas like Europe and like England and so like here, there's so many bands everywhere.
Somewhat spoiled, I guess, especially
for
Vegas.
Music. Yeah, totally for music. So it's just like people tend to like take it for granted.
Yeah, and don't have the passion.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think that the other places do. Yeah, that makes sense. So, any last words to your fans out there?
Yeah, you know, every time I say this, I completely mean it from the bottom of my heart. You know, just like seriously, thank you so much for supporting the band. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. You know, I hope you like the new album, and yeah, see you on the road, and yeah, just keep listening, and we'll keep playing.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out with closecoffin.com here in Las Vegas, and
Thanks, man.
we will wish you all the best of luck on the rest of the tour, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Cheers, dude.
See ya.
Thank you.